friendly price tag on David's cookies very often. And these are really what we call the large size, but they are the original size that David's cookies sold in New York City in that big department store back in 1979. You're going to get 5.5 pounds of cookie dough, but we're going to show you what your options are. And the best part is that we've got everybody's favorite flavor, which is the chocolate chunk. It's like the biggest chocolate chip chunks that you could imagine. So you can get all 60 in those, or we haven't seen these for years, but these are the cherry white chip chocolate cookies. Yeah, so it's got white chocolate chips and cherries in it. And I'm telling you, this thing, this flavor is amazing, and we haven't seen it for years. You could get all 60 there, or you could get all 60 in the snickerdoodles, which are also more of a seasonal cookie right now. Or there's a couple other thoughts. You could do 30 in the chocolate chunk with 30 of the snickerdoodle, or 30 of the chocolate chunk with 30 of the white chocolate chip cherry cookies. So you have all those options, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're getting 60 of these large cookies for a price tag of less than $55. That is the lowest price you're going to get for the next 3 months. And the best part is to have these in your freezer. When you want cookies, your family wants cookies, you pull them out, you bake them, and everybody enjoys them, without a doubt. Stacey Stoffer is right here.
And your home will too, with freshly baked cookies, just like you did all the mixing and all the buying of the ingredients, but you don't have to. We do all the work for you. Look at the chocolate there, just melting and warm. We make it so easy. And this is the great size. This is the size that really put David's on the map.
Here's
David's
the size.
Starting in the basement of a New York department store, you know, the one that does the parade at Thanksgiving, where people would line up for this size chocolate chip cookie. And we give you not chips, chunks. And we do our dough the old-fashioned way, with real butter, real eggs, and just the brown sugar, and just those chocolate chunks that are silky, that milk chocolate that you love. It's a classic, and it's in your hand, warm, ready to go within 12 minutes.
12 to 15 minutes at $3.50, and you are a happy camper, and so is everybody in your family. What about the snickerdoodles?
Oh, well, it's the time of year, right? This is a holiday classic. So you're talking about that sugary cinnamon. What's really beautiful, and you can really see and love when you look at the snickerdoodle, but it happens with all of our flavors, is you have that tender, soft center on the inside and the perfect crisp on the outside. So beautiful. It's a huge cookie if you really think about it. And this is so perfect because you can just make this and have it as is, wonderful with coffee or tea. But you can really use the snickerdoodle to kind of get creative if you want to, and get your Pinterest kick on. And you can put them and mold the snickerdoodle into a mini muffin pan. If you look down here at the table, that's what we did. We actually pressed the dough, because it comes in preformed dough, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. And you can put it into a mini muffin pan. You could roll it out and do them into bars. So you can really, and with, again, not a lot of effort, because you're not doing the mixing and coming up with the recipe. You're simply taking it out of the box, putting it onto a baking sheet and a 350-degree oven. In 12 to 15 minutes later, you can create a wonderful dessert spread like this. You can make a cookie exchange for whether it's treating for teachers over the holidays or with your friends. These are the preformed dough pieces. Again, you pop these out. You can make one cookie. You can make all 60 cookies if you want to. That's the beauty of it.
We're going to tell you about that white chocolate chip cherry in just a second. You can have these shipped out right now or December 9th. Let me remind you, and update me as we go. Okay, everything is limited in the immediate ship date. So if you're not getting what you want in the immediate, just get it December 9th. That's like 2 weeks away. But you can get all 60 in the chocolate chunk, or you can get all 60 in the white chocolate chip cherry, or all 60 in the snickerdoodle, or do 30 chocolate chunk with 30 snickerdoodle, or 30 chocolate chunk with the 30 white chocolate chip cherry. Okay, we've waited years for this baby to come back.
Just had had this for the very first time. Blew my mind. So we have that really wonderful, like buttery flavor cookie with the whole eggs that we use to make it. But then we put white chocolate chips in it, and then dried Michigan cherries. This tastes like the holidays. This is just right, something about it, and it's so pretty. Here's a real true story. So I got this in a couple days ago. I make my son Larry's lunch still every day for school, and I always put a cookie in there. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my God, we ran out of cookies. I go, oh, David's. So 6:30 in the morning, while everybody's eating breakfast, I made freshly baked cookies because all I had to do was pop the dough onto a baking sheet, and I was able to save the day and have his cookie for his lunch, only to then realize, oh, they were getting out early because of the holiday week. We don't pack his lunch today. So we had all the cookies then for breakfast. I love it. Yeah, we were like, no, right? Exactly. They were made, they were warm, they were good.
And they are so, that's the part. The house smells good. It's like you get them out of the oven, they're warm. I mean, seriously, you may actually want to get more than one set. Get a set right now, get a set December 9th. Depending upon if you have to make cookies for a cookie exchange, or to send them in for something. It might be even something at your church, something at the school, whatever it might be. The key here, though, is that you just have to decide which ones you want. The best part is, though, unless you get all 60 in the snickerdoodle or in the white chocolate chip cherry, you get a chocolate chunk with the other ones if you want to do both.
Exactly. The classic. So good, so easy, so holiday.
Dunk them first time to be able to have that size cookie in the season. So if you want to get those, definitely do so right away. That price goes away in about 40 minutes from right now. That's the lowest.